off this stretching video, we're going to just warm our muscles a little bit. We're going to start with 10 seconds on each side of leg swing. So however high is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and get going with that. And then we'll switch to this way and go across with the same leg. And then we'll switch, still going across but with the other leg. And then we'll switch, going forward and back with the second leg. Okay, and then the second one, we're going to be doing 30 seconds of knees to chest pull like this, or with your hands out in front of you, touching your knee to your hands wherever, whatever height is appropriate. And then we're just going to do 15 seconds of reverse lunges per side, so whatever depth is comfortable for you. It's just about getting the muscles warm, so it doesn't have to be super deep. Then we'll switch. And then we're going to be doing 20 seconds of reach down and then reach up. So it might only be to your knees, or it might be all the way to the floor, but you're going to reach down, then reach up for 20 seconds. All right, and then we're going to do 30 seconds of marching in place. All right, so to get started with the stretching, we're going to repeat each superset times 2. So the first exercise is going to be 15 seconds per leg of a quad stretch. So you'll bend your leg back like this, and if you need to, you can hold on to something like the wall or a chair for balance, and you're going to hold a quad stretch like this. The second one is going to be 15 seconds per side of a supported hamstring stretch. So what that's going to look like is you're going to have something like a chair or other object in front of you, and while holding on to it, if you need to, you're going to place your leg on it, and you might only be able to bend it like this. It might need to be something lower, and then you're going to kind of reach down to whatever is comfortable so you feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Hold on to a chair or a wall if needed to stay balanced and feel a comfortable stretch in the back of the leg. That's going to be 15 seconds per side, and then we're going to be also doing 15 seconds per side of a standing groin stretch. So you can hold on to the chair if you need to for balance, but you're basically going to bend one leg a little bit out, and you should feel a stretch in the opposite leg that's straight on the inside of your groin. So 15 seconds for each leg for each of those stretches, and we'll go through it twice. So we can start with the quad stretch. And then we'll switch legs. And then we're going to do the hamstring. And then we'll switch. And now we'll do the standing groin for 15 seconds per leg. And you don't want it so that you don't want for this front knee to be collapsed over the toe. You want to kind of keep it just a nice subtle bend just so that you get the groin stretch. It's not about putting extra pressure on this knee. Okay, and we'll go through that again. The first exercise that we're going to do is a lying knee pull across stretch. So you're going to kind of lay flat on the ground. You can put a pillow under your back if you need it. And then, however you're capable, if you're capable, what you're going to do is pull your leg straight, and then you're going to pull it across to the other side of your body, and it'll probably be about at the level of your shoulder, or I'll show you what it looks like on that side. So you pull it across about that much, and you'll kind of hang out there for 15 seconds per side. Now, if that's too much, again, like I said, you can put a pillow under. It can also even just look like this. So whatever depths you're able to go to, you can do that. Additionally, if that's too difficult for you, what you can also do is put your cross one of your legs over top of the flat one. Put your elbow pushing your left elbow, so this is my right knee. It's going to be pushing into my right knee, and you'll kind of twist like that. So whatever you're able to do. We're also going to do 15 seconds per side of the floor hamstring stretch. So you'll have your legs apart like this, and then you're just going to reach however far. So it might be like this, or it might just be to here, but you're going to be doing 15 seconds per side so you feel a stretch in the back of your leg. And then we're also going to be doing 15 seconds per side of a towel calf stretch. So if you're able, if you have a band, you can use that too. But this is a towel, anything where you can put it around the middle of the bottom of your foot and kind of pull it back so that you feel a stretch in your calf. So you might be pulling it back far, or you might not. And if you can't stretch your leg out like that, you can also place one leg under the leg that you're trying to stretch, and then you can still feel the stretch in your calf just with it being supported. So you can go ahead and get started first with the pull across stretch, and then we'll move forward. And then we'll switch. All right, and then we're going to be doing the hamstring stretch, so 15 seconds per side. And then we'll switch. You also might feel the stretch a bit more in your calf, but yeah, if you really lean into it and kind of flex your foot, you might feel a little bit more in the hamstring too. So now we'll go ahead and do the calf stretch. And then we'll switch sides. All right, and then we'll repeat that one more time. So we'll do the knee pull across. And then we'll do the hamstring seated. Then we'll switch. All right, so for the third superset, we're going to start off with some arm stretching. So 15 seconds per side of the arm across stretch. So this is my right arm. I'm gonna pull it across put it across my body like this, and then hold it. So I'm grabbing my right shoulder with my left hand and hugging the top part of my right arm. And then we're going to be doing a 15 second per side tricep stretch. So that one looks like this. What I'm gonna do is put my right hand touching kind of my shoulder blade like this, and hold the top of my right elbow with my left hand. So you should feel a stretch in the back of your arm. And then what we're going to do is a 15-second per side standing side stretch. So what you're going to be doing is standing up and just kind of leaning to the side so that you feel a stretch in the side of your torso. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. And then I'll switch to the left, grabbing my left shoulder with my right hand. All right, and then we're going to do the tricep stretch. And switch. All right, and then the standing side stretch. And if you need to hold onto a chair or wall for balance, that's perfectly fine as well. All right, and then we'll go through that one more time, starting with the arm across stretch. And switch. And switch. All right, and then standing side. Okay, and for the last set, we're gonna start off with a hip flexor stretch. This one's gonna be standing or kneeling hip flexor. So the kneeling one looks like this, where you have one knee bent like this in front of you, the other knee bent on the floor, and then you push forward so that you feel a stretch in the leg that has the lower leg on the ground. So you can either do it like that, or you can also stand up, holding onto something for balance, kind of in this bent stance, and then still leaning forward so you feel a stretch in the back leg. The second one is going to be 15 seconds of butterfly stretch. So you've probably heard of this one. Not everyone can do this. You can also place things like blocks or pillows under your hips if you need to, but it's going to be bringing your feet together if you can, and keeping your legs kind of low, but not so much that it hurts. Some people can go all the way to the floor, some people have to stay up like this, but so that you feel a stretch in your groin. And then we're going to be doing 15 seconds of a cobra stretch. So that's where you're going to be lying on the ground like this, and you're going to have feel a stretch in your belly. So it looks like that. And then it's going to be 15 seconds per side of a calf stretch. So you can either be in the down dog position, holding pushing one heel to the ground for 15 seconds, and then you'll switch into the other leg for 15 seconds. You can also be using a wall, be pushing back like this, and keep one heel pushing into the ground at a time for 15 seconds. And then we're also going to do 20 seconds of bending over and swaying side to side. So what you'll do is you'll kind of just bend down like this so that it's comfortable. You can have your hands together like this so that you're holding your opposite elbows. And you're just going to kind of sway back side to side. You can have your feet as wide as you want. You can also sway like this. Whatever's comfortable, just so you feel some dynamic stretching in the back of your legs. So we're going to repeat that 2 different times. And we can go ahead and get started with the hip flexor. Then we'll switch. Then we'll do the butterfly. Then cobra. And then calf. All right, and we'll repeat that one more time. All right. All right, and for the last superset, we're gonna go through these 2 stretches twice. The first one is just you're gonna have your feet spread kind of wide, shoulder width apart, and you're gonna reach straight down however is comfortable. So it might be here, it might be all the way up here for 15 seconds. And then we're also going to do 15 seconds of deep breaths. So we'll go through that twice and that'll finish up the video. All right, and then we'll do one more time. You can also have your legs bent a little bit if that's a lot more comfortable. And then we'll end with 15 seconds of deep breathing for the last time.